Old fool wisdom. I just got doing one before here. This is June 17. I just got through talking about the labor unions and the silly ass left and the knee-jerk right. All those people over there in denial. Well, we're not on that today. We're going to get on the sex thing here. People have been asking me, who's these hotshots you're talking about? Getting over on everybody. Well, I want to tell you. The sex thing's all over. A big deal. I think I've covered that on some things about legalizing prostitution. And what we're going to do with this sex drive, this male sex drive, that everybody's in denial about, and people are secretive about, and people won't admit. You can't get an individual man admit the things that's gone through his head one time or another due to this damn sex drive, which I repeat is a big curse on man. Now, these old pickup artists, they garnered a lot of this crap off of these pseudo-scientific dudes. Some dude, classic example, some dude wrote an old song, a book about the Red Queen, rambling on pseudo-scientific crap. Now this dude, one thing he brings up in there. Oh, your sperm is struggling. Your sperm is struggling. Look around you in society today, too. I don't like to pick on people. I'm not going to use those adjectives. Any two losers can get out here and hump and make a baby. You see that everywhere, making a baby. You got a highly intelligent women, talented women. Something comes over them, they're not fulfilled. They haven't had a baby yet. That's another long story. How to have these babies. All these years, they haven't got that down. Underwater, sitting up, husband holding the hand, jacked up with painkillers. Somebody claimed that's what all the death was about. Said these women are taking painkillers during birth. You had gypsy women, and they claim in old days, people going west, covered wagons, all that stuff, claim they had these white women. That's who I specify on here, because people are shocked. They had to get to certain water holes. They had to make a certain time, food limitations, days planned. Said these pregnant white women would fall behind the covered wagons, held their babies, then run and catch up with the wagon train. Oh my God, you look around these privileged American women, and I always say white women, the American white woman, because she's at the top right there. They emulate her. So that covers that. When I'm talking about that, I'm talking about all of them here today now. American women, the most privileged women ever walked the face of the earth. Put on a pedestal. Can get by with almost anything. Them incel people over there are right. I just started reading, I read one yesterday. Guy says, how the American women are like psychopaths. It's an interesting read. It kind of scares you. These people, a lot of people would say, oh man, you shouldn't be reading that. That's dangerous. They said that about some white power guy one day in college. Oh, you can't be. This is logically written. People be influenced by that. That's why the book ban and stuff out there and all that crap. Anyway, these incel guys have got that up there. That's the problem with those people. They sit around and they're highly intelligent. And they sit around and analyze all this instead of getting out in real life. But to make some good points about women getting by with everything. I personally saw on the L train in San Francisco one time. That's the one that goes out, that boulevard. Goes to the zoo. Coming back up, past Sunset, going north, going back down to LA before you get to that tunnel at, been a while since I've been there. Anyway, this older woman got on now. When you get up on that L train, now if you go up the front, they can lower that up for people to walk right on up, or a wheelchair. And in the back deck there, you step down into a well, and then when the light's on, you hit these things. Now, getting on that bus, this woman was a middle-aged, I guess. She was down in that well, and she looking around, and maybe didn't have a handhold. I don't know what the steam was. Anyway, this guy rushed over there to help her. When the helper make up those two steps, this female creature hollered out real loud, "Don't touch me! You don't know me!" This guy was just trying to help out. I looked around. Me too. I looked at that dude like he's some sort of creep, man. Some weirdo. What did he do? See, instantly they took the woman's side. Didn't know what the situation was. Me included. That guy was just trying to help out. It made a big scene like that. You see that sometimes in restaurants and them old neighborhood bars, man. That's where those chicks, these women rule. Not many women in those places to start with. Go in there and they play people off on each other. All right, getting on past this. We're talking about these pickup artists and all that bullshit. And some guy pulls that out, and the alpha males and all that crap. It don't work in people's society. It don't even work in the wildlife either. Here's some lion out there. He gets challenged. The younger one. He beats him. Oh, and he's got his harem. They like to pull that crap out. Meanwhile, he's wounded. Some opportunist going to take advantage of that and go jump him, challenge him again. Or the hyenas that hang around there, and they hate them lions, they're going to smell the blood on that dude and make their little pack move. Okay, see, that's one example. What happens out in Mother Nature? Guy got mad. He might have destroyed that young guy, challenged him, but he might have got a wounded leg. All right there, man, he's crippled. Anyway, they pull that crap out there. I think I brought it up before. Some tramp wrote that crap about wolves and the alpha male. He never told people those wolves made for life. He didn't come into that like an alpha male. It would be some sort of bunch of shit. It's just a roll of the dice, the weird stuff that comes up in Mother Nature. There's been children born, barely made it. Nearly died. That old heavyweight champion, I could really get off on that dude, that old black guy. Complaining, he's a big hero. The dude didn't even hang around black people. He got ripped off. He loved to hang with white people, man. They leached off of that dude. And so many people got him up some sort of hero, I guess because he was the first black heavyweight or whatever it was. He was born, they had to put him in a shoebox or some damn thing and put him in the oven. Well, see, right there, he was born a weak child and all that, but he grew up to be a top dog athlete. And that counteracts all that crap you heard about them Spartans putting babies out all night in the fields and sitting there. If they were dead, they weren't. They were a top dog or some damn thing. They made it through the night out there cold and didn't get sick or die or some shit. Crocker, bull. People are hanging on that today. All right, these old pickup artists. Now, I'm not some dude that's successful with the women. Now, some people think I don't know why, but I'm not. I'm kind of those losers out there. I was a loner and I didn't follow the crowd. Anyway, I'm going to lay common sense things right now. How these certain people got advantage of the women. One of them, coming in on that intimate thing. Okay, let's just say there's some woman out here and her husband going to go on a motorcycle ride. So he's got a friend and they're going to go with him, that friend, this male guy. Now this woman, her husband said, hey, get a woman, somebody wants to go to date this dude. Okay, she gets one of her friends. All right. Her friend has, right then, her friend has okayed that dude. Number two, she already feels safe. They're all going together, these two couples. She gets on that motorcycle. She's right up on his back. He's already in that intimacy zone with that woman. Where some people sit in a car in 6 months, don't even get a kiss of a woman. She's sitting over on the other thing. And these other people won't dance a slow dance with the dude. See what I'm talking about? That intimacy zone. That dude right there. Then she's going to get on the motorcycle in the back of him. And the safety thing. She's counting on him to get them through the traffic or whatever and keep them out of danger. Then she's right close to the dude. Maybe even throw her arms around him or whatever like that. See, that dude already got a chance because he broke through that intimacy zone. Now let's count some other. Oh, these doctors. These old women, man. You get every excuse to go to the doctor. Oh, the probing and all that stuff. They claim doctors used to relieve them from hysteria. Anyway, here's a man touching them. That man's a big shot anyway. He's a high status dude. He's a doctor and he's probing them and all of that. Okay, see that dude's already in intimacy zone. Let's go over another one. Massage. That dude. Man, the guy's already touching her and going all over her and with hands, that touch. He's already broke through that intimacy zone. She's half-assed undressed and the dude giving her a massage. Now, it depends on if she wants sex or not. She will give that guy, he's going to get a quick signal probably. That's examples I'm talking about. Intimacy zone. These people done broke through that. When you go to a motorcycle guy, they're riding behind him, up close. They're already in that intimacy zone, man, and they're relaxed, and they get aroused maybe. Okay, that's the guys who are in the intimacy zone. Now, people have been waiting on me to say, who's the guy who's getting over? I want to tell you who he is. He's getting over past all of these screwball pickup artists. And these I brought these people up, these some jive-ass pimp, man, got a couple of retarded old silly-ass low-esteem women. Thinks he's getting over because he got about 3 of them hanging on. And the billionaire, how rich they want to get, man, it don't make no difference. Those guys are under pressure. First off, they know they really can't trust that bitch. They got to get these lawyers and get all this palimony and all these contracts. Get all like it. They know sooner or later she's going to get bored with a guy after she's been leeching. And they just go with the flow. They don't give a damn. They got all that money. They can play all them silly games. But they're really just losers anyway. Like our boy, I'm not white. What do they call me white for? Man, I got too much other blood in me. I am white. I'm not black. That guy, our old $2 billion dude with his golf clubs, getting chumped out. Some guy, oh man, you got them women. I said, man, if you had that money, you'd have them women too, man. Probably better ones and more of them. See these cats right there. No silly ass Hugh Hefner got lucked out. Smart businessman. Couldn't even get a second look if you've been out here working somewhere at a convenience store or whatever. Well, those guys meet a lot of women. You're in the public like that. And another one. Oh, you pissed off incels. You're going to have to spend some money and put some time in it. But if you go through it, like I'm suggesting, you've got a foot up over the rest of the people. It really don't matter how much what you look like. Take dancing lessons. Now we're talking about real dancing. Way on up there, man. Whole 9 yards. Ballroom dancing. You'll be able to go into parties or wherever, and you're ready. You're ready to go, man, because you know how to dance. I'm talking about real dancing here now. You're going to have to put some time in this. You really don't give a damn. But I guess there'd be some extremes, disabilities or something. But man, you're right up there, and you already got instant confidence. Way ahead of all the other phonies that don't know how to dance. They're at a loss right there. You're ahead of them. You can go anywhere. Here we go again. That intimacy factor. You can even teach dancing. And those chicks are already in your arms. They're already trusting you. You're in that intimacy zone. They're paying you money to learn how to dance. Okay, I could probably pull some more up. I can't think of them right now. That's the main ones. Those cats are already instantly in that intimacy zone. They're not held up for 3 or 4 months. Some guy can play a little game with a dog or snake hanging on his neck. Here's the guys that are getting over. More so than billionaires. Billionaires got money. That's all you got. More so than the half-ass thinks they're getting over on women, half-ass pimps, and all these old horseshit PUA guys, all that crap. Here's the people getting over. They've been doing it for years. It should be against the damn law. Because you men out there going through these divorces, you're getting ripped off, paying child support, you're losing your jobs, and you got to go through all that crap. These dudes ain't going through that, man. We're talking about these sorry ass. I really don't care, but people are paying for their little game. Taxpayers, these polygamists. Nothing has been done. They got away with it years ago. Get away with it now. They always seem to have money. Well, they help each other out. They swap and sell women amongst each other. That old dude, prophet of blood, his ancestors are still running around doing their jive. There's descendants of him. Went down there to Mexico. Conned those people. Had some good-looking Mexican wives. Everybody loves them Latino women. Better than they do blondes. I guess you might count me in on that. Anyway, he had some beautiful daughters. Some dude come around up there, man. Hey, man, you got a man. Boy, that chick looks good. The guy says, hey, man, I tell you what, you join my church, and I'm going to go out here, and you can marry that daughter of mine. Come up $40,000, join my church, you can marry that daughter of mine, and then you can start your little offshoot game, like we're running here. He goes over, he tells I had a revelation. God told me today, you to marry that good man over there. I've talked to him. I checked the man out. He'll be a good husband for you. That's what this old dude was doing. He died up there in the Utah prison, running his route. Nobody even paid any attention to him. Some kind of crackpot. But he's a big timer. You got these little ones out there. Okay, here's where an old fool wanders laying this down on you. Nobody else has told you about this. You don't hear about these people. They're even being promoted in the media now. Nobody's even criticizing these sorry-ass son of a bitches. Okay, you got one woman you married to legally. You can't do that on a bigamy. Now, bigamy, that used to be a big deal in this country, man. People went to jail. It's not even prosecuted today, unless one of the women files a complaint. Not even prosecuted. This dude, he marries one woman. Then she's one of them enablers, man. These guys got a lot of help pulling their little game off. Probably got a sister. All right. He's got that one wife and these other three wives. They go down to the welfare and they're a single mom. And let's just say, we'll calm it down a little bit. Let's just say they each got 2 children instead of maybe 3 or 5. People love to multiply, especially females. They like to multiply females. Not too many males. There might be some competition. I don't know what it used to be. I think even today, some places, $210 a food stamp thing. And then she's got kids and babies. They're going to kick in the WIC. That's another overused thing, a hustle run all the time on that. Well, people don't understand. Any woman come in here and get on WIC. She just jumped the border next day. That's not welfare. She got the WIC, you got the food stamp for these kids, and the cash. This dude's got 3 women, man. He's got 3 wives. And they got these 3 women that got these kids. And they all love to live communally. People used to say, that's a communist word. Communally. Well, anyway, all you flag wavers out there, that's the way they're living. They're living on a one roof. Now you put that together. They got all these food stamps and this food. And they're all under one roof. And all that money's coming in. Some of the Jews ain't even working. They could be working and having this hustle on the side. Do the math. $210 a food stamp for every member. We're not talking about the cash payout now. I don't know what that is these days. I don't know about, well, do the math, figure it out, man. 3 women, 2 kids each. That's 9 persons right there. We'll take it slow. We don't want to exaggerate it too much. Just 2 children each. We're not number 3, 4, 5 kicking in. They're all under one roof. Figure it out. You hard-working taxpayer dudes out here barely getting by, paying child support. Figure it out. That's the ones that are getting over. They're making that billionaire up there look silly. That guy's got to cough out money to get them mannequins, those robots hanging on his arm. And that old pimp down there, he's doing that kind of too. Living together, 3 women or whatever, they're doing that too. But they're not multiplying that bad, and things happen. It's a lot of variables down there. But he's still not getting over like these dudes are, man. Okay, guys, like I told a dude one day, we were talking about this. I was talking to these Mormons, these real Mormon guys. You see the ones running out there on those missions, run around in town and long sleeve shirts and their ties on in 110-degree heat. But that means a lot out there. Those people, that goes on their record, and it helps them out in the future more than donate a whole pile of money. They went on a mission. They put themselves out there. I was telling him, I said, he said, those damn people, he said, they've made more problems for us. I said, yeah, man. I said, a lot of people were criticizing. People were saying, I don't give a damn how many wives a man's got. Don't make me pay for them. You go up on one of them places up there on the borderlines, Arizona, the most welfare in that whole damn state goes into that town. On the other side too. On the dole, big time. Years ago, they tried to crack down. Then you have these old Bible thumpers, not even Mormons themselves, or not them polygamists. Oh, we can't break up these families. Down in Texas. Oh man, that was another good one. I told people, there ain't no damn thing going to come out of that. Went out there and they took all them children in. They didn't know what to do with all them kids, man. And Texas don't like spending money on nobody. It's just the way it is. Those people down there think Social Security is some kind of welfare, man. Unemployment. Those people fight you tooth and nail. They don't want to take care of them kids. And there might be some legal problems coming up in the future. They're going to get sued. They broke up a home. Some guy was upset. His mama wasn't there. He was taken away from the breast, feeding or whatever. Sheltered them back. Didn't do a damn thing. They're up on the news today, man. These families out there. People don't say, hey, man, how you supporting all them people? Is everybody in that family working? The ones taking in foster kids. You hear about that? Oh, you're talking about a racket on that, dude. People say, oh, they're wonderful. They got 20 kids. Yeah, are they billionaires? Are they paying for all them 20 kids? They're getting money to take them kids in, man. Human beings or children being used for commodities. That's the ones that are getting over. You poor people out there working, you're paying for those suckers. They all stick together. Swap daughters amongst the bunch. Don't worry about them having abortions. They're not going to be having any abortions. Every time they got a baby, man, there's dollars coming up right there, man. Your dollars, you hard-working guys out there going through them divorces, paying child support and all of that. Some dirty female creature, American creature, setting you up, laughing at you. You know, you sort of pickup guys thinking they're getting over. Shit. Okay, that's 30 minutes. Laid it down on you. A sex series. How about how guys are getting over? I explained to you how some people are in positions, stone, flat, lucky positions. Well, that negates all that horse shit you hear about. Oh man, you got to do this, and you got to talk like this, and man, don't let them play you. Bullshit. Ones you see up there commenting on that, people sitting in their bedrooms for years. Then the ones that go overseas, oh look out. I got to add this up in here. I may do 40. Anytime you see one of these hotshot so-called pickup artists, and he's out of certain countries. He's over there, you got pictures of him over there in somewhere. Let's just say Yugoslavia. Or certain Southeast countries. That dude is a big phony. If he gets in your face about how clever he is, punch him out or kick him out of your way, man. That's not the playing grounds. That's not the pros, man. The big leagues are right here in this Babylon, America. That's the big leagues. No matter who the dude is, if he's making it here by one way or another, I don't know. Hustle and a gun, con game playing. If he's making it here, then he's got some sort of credibility. The rest of those countries over there, man, them guys are paying for sex, man. There's one certain country over there. I'm not going to mention it because it's a kind of paradise for men. And they catch heat as it is. But I can tell you, you've got special forces, all those horse shit, SAS guys, and all these big top dog people show up. They are over there paying for it like some end sales you see down there in Costa Rica or somewhere. Pathetic creatures. They are paying for it just like anybody else. Don't believe that picture you see them. They got 5 women hanging on them with fake pictures. That's not the game. They're not even in the game. Over there in Yugoslavia, same damn thing. Romania. They're not even in the game. America's the big leagues. And I just showed you how some people got over. Don't listen to the rest of those guys. You got people go to that certain country. They say, I'm not going to go out here and one of these women on the corner. They go in there and they see some woman working in the travel agency, or she's a clerk down there in the malls, or she's a nurse or something like that. Oh, that's the one they're going to go with. They don't realize, man, they're going to have to kick out some money right there. That old story, oh, I'm barely making it, I'm working hard for my family, and it is true. I'm trying to help my family poor. You help me or whatnot. You take some of them women back with them. One chick I know, man, I knew her friend in doing business. She went back to England for about 2 months. Now, don't tell us what she got in over there, and she went back to England. She might have got a big-ass surprise. Multiple people or whatever. But stuff like that, man, they're easy riding if they're lucky. Some of them In one certain country, the poor people, you can't criticize them. Poor. Some sorry-ass monarchy worth $50 billion off the books, $30 billion on the books. Can't come up with some money, help those poor people. It's a half-ass caste system over there too, about skin color. Blame the white man for that. That's been around for years, some of them countries. Well, the white man ever showed up. The skin-colored caste system. That's right, a certain country. Hot shots over there. Golden boys. Getting off the boat. Sailors. Fresh young men. And while I'm on this, oh man, I almost forgot. The dirty little secret these feminists won't admit to, try to hide. Female sex tourism. These lesbians love to go to those countries and exploit those poor women. They're out there. Hell, man, I'm a slow learner. The guy told me, I was talking to the guy one day, I said, look at here. I said, look at these smart-ass white bitches over here. I said, they're not even wanted. They're not even needed. What the hell are they doing over here? They think they're going to come over here and get over on all these living dolls? I said, hey, man, they're not coming over here looking for a man, like some of them old English women do, going down to Dominican Republic, crying they can't get a man back in England. Going down there getting them boy toys and Beach Boys. Coming out of Germany too. What's the matter with them damn women over there? All the men over there, somewhere in their 40s. I'm not talking about them. We're talking about lesbians showing up in these poor countries. They even got in some of their lesbian literature. Two of them, they're usually in couples. Catch some young girl. Sometimes I think they're working off those dating things. And sometimes they go in a massage parlor themselves and pick up some poor woman over there like that. Anyway, they're over there. And people are being warned in one certain country over there. You're being warned gay men. Hey man, don't follow that dude over there. He's really not even gay. He's got a wife and kids. He's for money. Don't take him serious. Don't fall for him. Well, it's the same thing over on that lesbian trick bag. Then people are just desperate. Oh, make some money go along on this. Like I told you about sex for sale in the poor neighborhoods here in America. Some guy's sex driven. I talked about my sex thing, but that man, this badass sex drive everybody's got. This dude, go in there where it's a poor guy, ain't got no money to chic a woman a certain guy did. It's talked about in his book, nobody called out on. This guy was, I've talked about it before, this guy had a thing about black people and their sex life. Got by with a lot of shit, one of him called out on it. Person poor can have some sex, that old powerful sex drive, and they get paid for it. Old John Ritchie talked about that. John Ritchie. All them hotshot gays out here running the damn mouths. Go ask them who he is. They don't know who you're talking about, man. Okay, old fool wonder laid this big sex thing down on you. And study what I said. Don't it make sense? Common sense? Even if I didn't tell you this. Those get-overs, these people I'm talking about. Watch your back out there, people. It's a dirty, damn world. Karma and her two dirty daughters, Fate and Destiny.